Hey, what's up guys? I'm back for another Hypixel pick guide, and today I'm going to be showing you guys the best way to upgrade your RENOWN shop. For the past couple of years I've been upgrading my own accounts. I've gotten like quite a few accounts over the past couple of years, so I'm sort of getting like the wisdom of knowing like the best upgrades to be buying in the correct order, and it really just depends on like what your goals are. So let's get straight into it. But first, if you're new to the game, you gotta know what RENOWN is, so I'm gonna be explaining that real quick. RENOWN is a form of currency that you can start using when you prestige, and you can get it through major events, auctions, and magnum opus when you unlock at prestige 10. And purchasing the best upgrades pretty important for grinding your account as fast as possible, because it's just like the upgrades that you buy first really just impacts like how your performance is, I guess, when you're grinding your account, right? So I mean, like, starting off in pit, it's pretty tricky sometimes, but there's several upgrades that you need to be prioritizing like first, and just like in general, like for example, like tenacity and like mysticism is also very important. First part of this video is just gonna be me going over which upgrades are good in general. If you want to stick around to the end, I'm just gonna give like a step-by-step guide of like exactly like how I would personally expend my RENOWN. But this is just gonna be me going over like which ones are good for going for in general, you know what I'm saying? So at prestiges 1 to 4, you get 10 RENOWN per prestige, right? So at prestige 1, there's some good upgrades and some pretty shitty ones too. The main two you'll really be looking at is tenacity and mysticism, like I said earlier. I would definitely get tenacity first. Mysticism seems pretty tempting, but it's not really going to be useful at this point. And once you unlock prestige 2, you're gonna get 10 RENOWN, but at that point I would just save it because there's not really much to spend it on. Getting dirty right now isn't a horrible idea, but me personally, I would just save up for beast mode at prestige 3. And at prestige 4, I would save your RENOWN for now, unless you're getting a lot from major events. Get beast mode at prestige 3, I would say, and then you'll have 20 RENOWN left at that point. From prestiges 5 to 10, you get 20 RENOWN from each prestige. Me personally, I would definitely get extra perks a lot, like no matter what, since it's just gonna be better for you in the long run. So some people are gonna tell you to get like dirty pretty early on, but it's not really gonna make too much of a difference to replace gladiator as a perk for it at this point. Assuming that you haven't gotten any RENOWN for major events for some reason, just save all of your RENOWN until prestige 8, so you can buy the way. The way is like the most like useful upgrade in my opinion, because you don't need any like unlock requirements for like your perks or anything like that. And at prestige 6, you'll probably have obtained at least like 5 RENOWN or so, and that's like if you're not even like trying at all, just from like major events and auctions and shit like that. So you should get dirty at like somewhere around like prestige 6. Otherwise, just wait until like about like prestige 9 or so that way you can make sure that you have enough RENOWN for the way, which is 50 RENOWN, by the way. Up until now, it's kind of universal how you should spend your RENOWN, but once you get to prestige 10, there's a couple different paths that you can take, like I said earlier. For someone who's starting out, you probably won't be able to prestige that fast, and you'll be taking longer with each prestige. So buying magnum opus at prestige 10 is a pretty good way to grind a lot of RENOWN other than major events, and it allows you to repair your items as well. At prestiges 10 to 15, no, sorry, 11 to 15. At prestiges 11 to 15, you get 30 RENOWN from each prestige. At this point in the game, it's a pretty good idea to take a step back, like just like a little bit from progressing and prestiges and grinding RENOWN. I'd say to get to prestige 12 and unlock assistant to the streaker promotion. This will make your magnums a lot quicker and also allow you to grind for essentials like mysticism, shop upgrades, renown gold boost, and stuff like that. Wait, did I say you should not grind renown? Nah, I meant like at that point you should be grinding renown. Like stop like trying to like level up and like everything like that, and like focus more on like grinding renown, because later on you're gonna be needing it for like a lot of other perks. As of right now, if you've listened to me, you should have Tenacity 1, Beast Mode, Extra Perk Slot, Dirty, The Way, and Magnum Opus. And after that, what you should focus on unlocking in order, I would say, is Assistant to the Streaker, which just like makes your magnums faster, right? Shit, where is that? I think it's in like the perk shop. Yeah. Assistant to the Streaker. Promotion, First Aid Egg, Combat Spade, Diamond Leggings. Heresy is also pretty useful too. Fancy Hat, it's alright, but I would still get it in that order too. And then Extra Hearts and pretty important Highlander too. My advice is to get to around Prestige 12, level 75 or level 100, and start doing magnums until you can unlock Prestige 13. And then repeat the process, so that way you're still progressing, but now you're focusing more on your renown shop more so than unlocking prestiges, because at that point, especially with like the state of like where the game's at right now, it's like you can't really like grind accounts fast without using like stuff like silent bots and everything like that, and like that's like very risky and you might get banned for that. So I wouldn't exactly recommend it, especially if you care about your account. So yeah, the reason I say to slow down is because, well, like I think I talked about this earlier, but like there's just like so many like renown upgrades from Prestige 15 to 20 that are pretty essential that you purchase before the big grind for Celebrity and Prestige 20 to 25. Prestige 13, I would definitely get Experience Industrial Complex, because this just makes leveling up so much faster. Right? At Prestiges 16 to 20, you get 40 renown from each prestige. If you have a good streaking set and you're pretty decent at staying alive, then I would just get to the moon at Prestige 17 or 18. Otherwise, I would just stick to beast mode the entire way. Regardless, I'd say that getting to the moon is still worth it because of something called Super Streaker, which is in like the kill streaks. And where is it? What this does, I don't know exactly how it works, because it kind of doesn't say, it kind of doesn't do like what it says it does. But for example, if you're doing a beast mode streak, the maximum XP per kill is 700, and then with Assistant to the Streaker, you get 1050, which is crazy. It's like, what is that, like a 30% increase? Like that's wild, right? So yeah, once you get Prestige 19, I would unlock Renown Gold Boost as much as possible. However, I would also leave 10 Renown in reserve, just in case for some reason you aren't able to get any later on. And we're going to be doing this so that way you can save for Celebrity at Prestige 25. Now, at Prestiges 21 to 25, you get 50 Renown for each Prestige. Any excess Renown can be spent leveling up Renown Gold Boost or used toward getting like the extra kill streak, which will be pretty useful for grinding, right? So you're gonna want to have 300 Renown as soon as you hit Prestige 25, because then you can instantly buy Celebrity, which is one of the best renowned shop upgrades in the whole game. Alright, so now that the beginners know what to do, let's talk about how to spend your renown if you're starting on like a fresh account, like a full god set. And like I know like some people here are gonna be pretty interested in this, because some people just like want to like grind like a new account with like a full like G set that they just bought. So I've personally designed this renown shop upgrade myself for players with the following in their inventory at all times. So you're gonna want a full G set, diamond leggings, spade, a golden pickaxe, a diamond helmet, feathers, and trash pandas are optional. Like, you don't need them, but they're pretty nice. Now, I say to hide the diamond helmet because a lot of people nowadays, they use an enchant called Do It Like the French, right? Which literally just makes you deal more damage against people with the golden helmet, right? Now, you don't really need to be wearing the golden helmet at all times. I mean, like, the only benefits that you get from it is just like the plus 10% XP, which is like pretty nice. And also, the helmet doesn't count toward like the Perun. So, like Perun 3, because it doesn't count as like a diamond piece, but it's as strong as one, right? So, I recommend just keeping one in your inventory, but also be wearing a golden helmet. So that way, when you're grinding and everything, you could be wearing it for the 10% XP bonus. But if you're in like a god set fight or something like that, or like if you're like wearing mirrors in a god set fight, then you don't need to really be wearing this, and you're better off wearing this instead in case they're using Do It Like the French. So odds are you're also going to be using paparazzi if you have a god set. But just in case you don't feel like doing your major events, I'll explain what to get at each prestige and how much renown will be left from purchasing each upgrade. So let's just get started on that. So here we go. Purchase Tenacity 1 at Prestige 1. Beast Mode at Prestige 3. Extra perk slot at Prestige 5. Dirty at Prestige 6. And once you get that dirty at Prestige 6, if you've gotten at least 5 renown from major events by now, do that. But actually, yeah, only do it if you've gotten that 5 renown, my bad. Otherwise, hold off on it for now. But by the time you hit Prestige 8, you're gonna be able to buy the way, and then you're gonna have 10 renown left. So after that, if you haven't purchased dirty already, you're gonna be wanting to buy that at Prestige 9, and then you're gonna have 15 renown left. If you did end up buying dirty at Prestige 6, then go ahead and buy Highlander at Prestige 10. Otherwise, hold off on it until Prestige 11. So at Prestige 11, you should have Highlander by now. It's just gonna make gold grinding a hell of a lot easier. You're gonna have 25 renown left at that point. And then you want to purchase Experience Industrial Complex at Prestige 13. Buy To the Moon at Prestige 17, only if you've gotten at least 5 renown for major events, which most of you should have gotten anyway. But in case you don't do your major events, then you can have enough renown to be purchasing To the Moon and Extra Hearts 1 at Prestige 18, and then you're gonna have 5 renown left after that. And then once you hit Prestige 19, buy Renown Gold Boost 1 to 4, and then you're gonna have 10 renown left. Like I said earlier, you have to have 10 renown left before you get to Prestige 20, because once you click that Prestige button to get Prestige 20, you're gonna have 50 renown to spend. But you're only gonna get an extra 250 renown by the time you hit Prestige 25, which you need all of that in order to get Celebrity as soon as you hit P25. So I'm just gonna go over everything that I said earlier. So the exact order to buy is first Tenacity 1, then Beast Mode, Extra Perk Slot, The Way, Dirty, Highlander, Experience Industrial Complex, To the Moon, Extra Hearts 1, Renown Gold Boost 0 to 4, and Celebrity. Use any spare renown obtained outside prestiging to just upgrade your Renown Gold Boost, alright? And then after you hit P25, I'm just gonna quickly go over exactly like what you should be going for, and in the correct order and everything. So you want to finish You want to finish maxing out Renown Gold Boost, then buy Assistant to the Streaker, Promotion, Extra Kill Streak, Extra Hearts, 1 Upper, Divine Intervention 1 to 3, Inventory Management, Scam Artist, Magnum Opus, Combat Spade, Diamond Leggings, First Aid Egg, Obsidian Stack, Jump Boost 4, Downy Solvent. Then you want to max out Mysticism fully. Auto buy, Fancy Hat, Thick, Impatient, and Apollo. And that's pretty much all you need. And just to be clear, that whole guide was meant for players with insane items that don't need renowned upgrades to focus on things such as like wealth or defense, but more so to speed up the process of prestiging. Now, players grinding up accounts to Heresy to simply hunt with Dark Pants should also follow this specific order that I'm about to say now. So if you just want to get like a Heresy, possibly to like participate in like wars and stuff like that, then at Prestige 1 you want Tenacity 1, Prestige 3 get Dirty, Prestige 5 get Fancy Hat, Prestige 6 get Extra Perk Slot, and then Prestige 8 you should get the Way. And after you get the Way, there's going to be 50 renown left that you can just spend on like whatever you want. So I'll leave that up to you. But yeah, that's pretty much like the whole guide. Yeah, like the earlier part of this video is like more of like the general portion of it. Like the past like two like autistically like step-by-step orders that I just gave out, that was just for G-set players who don't care about like wealth or like defense or anything like that, because you have like a full god set. And then it's also for people who want to get Heresy. So yeah, there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like and comment your thoughts. I'm always interested in hearing some feedback from you guys, so yeah, subscribe if you're new. See you guys later. Peace out. Oh yeah, before I end the video here, I forgot to mention that a new pit update happened pretty recently, where you actually need the renowned shop upgrade. What is it? Pure Rage? Yeah, you need Pure Rage in order to actually use Rage Pants. Now you can still use like the other enchants on the Rage Pants, but you can't use like the Rage enchant on the pants. So for example, if I wear these Reg 3 mirrored gotta go fast 3s, if I don't have Pure Rage, which I mean I do, but like for the sake of this video I'll just pretend that I don't, then it'll just be as if I'm wearing plain mirror 1 gotta go fast 3s. So just keep that in mind. And anyway, yeah, that's all I have to say. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. So yeah, now I'm ending the video. See you guys later. Peace.